and I'm ready to rumble.
It is sizzling beautifully here, and of course, as always, it is overlooked by the grand murals of the great man who lends this venue his name. We are always here in the presence of true magnificence. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
We have already started here. Soboslai. And here's Gakpo. Romero. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I'm a fan of this guy, Milos Kerkez, who I suspect will make himself a thorn in the opposition side. He's explosive, really dynamic, very energetic, covers a lot of ground, and when it comes to transitions, he's great either at getting forward quickly or getting back to do his job defensively. I can't see many weaknesses apart from his aerial abilities.
And the finish! Bissouma. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
That has ended up in no man's land. It's not an especially good pass, that. Bissouma. Oh, just skips past his man. Now it's Simons. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Gomez did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Number 17, Jones.
No goals as yet. He's a sharp little ball here. Knocks it into space. Vince. Looking for a runner. And this is Mohamed Salah. A lot of space ahead of him.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Frimpong, can he get it through? Soboslai. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped
Cross
it.
in, looks like a good one. Cleared away. He's on it, can he get away? Well, that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. And here's Solanke. Szoboszlai. Now it's Gakpo. Liverpool can, of course, make a change whenever they choose. Gakpo. Szoboszlai. And it's Jones. Back into the middle. Out towards the flank. Oh, that's neat. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, for me, Peter, I think it's all too pedestrian and slow. They need a large injection of purpose now.
Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. And it's Soboslai. Bissouma, quality ball. Tottenham do have a chance to counter here. Spence is in a really good position out wide. Soboslai.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Gakpo. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Salah plays it in. Vicario deals with that nice and simple. Soboslai. Van de Ven. Bissouma. Now it's Solanke. Wirtz. Now it's Gakpo. And this is Mohamed Salah. And Frimpong.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's Jones. Now it's Wirtz. Chance to deliver. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period.
I'd like to
Let us
draw
see
your
what the
attention
second
to
half
screen
brings.
right now for information on our
Look back on the
shuttle
first 45 minutes.
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well, and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. Here we go again.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
McAllister knocks it out wide. And here's Wirtz. Threads one in. Swings it across. Romero gets it clear. Otobert hurtling down that right flank. And it's Soboslai. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Spence. Van de Ven. Danso. Romero. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Danso. Looking for options for movement. He's in space and looking for options.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
It's a loose ball. Now that is commitment to the cause. Liverpool with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. Opts to... He's having a shot! This looks promising. He's having a go! Oh, split-second reaction.
McAllister clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Liverpool have their second corner now. Soboslai goes short. Soboslai! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? No way through, so back it comes.
The
That
attendance
looks
for
a
this
decent
match
ball.
was 50,000.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Odobert. Solanke. Allison gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Played into space, neatly clipped into space. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Now it's Simons. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Salah. Now it's Gakpo. Kerkez. Liverpool do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
And here's Szoboszlai.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Odobert.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Solanke. Odobert is onto this. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And here's Szoboszlai. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Played out wide. Kerkez. And this is Mohamed Salah.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Odobert. Now who's going to be first to this? Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, perfectly measured that. Looking to wriggle clear of his marker. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
That's going to go a long way.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Gakpo, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's a foul, free kick's been given. Odobert. Odobert. Now it's Gallagher. Gallagher puts a
There will
cross
be
in.
1 minute added time.
Frimpong. And it's Frimpong. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Pedro Porro. 90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time.
Well, the scoreline may have a disappointing look about it, Peter, but that's where it ends. I think this game has had a real lively feel, and I'm not ready to give up on it yet.
So a brief breather, and then extra time. And if you're just back, well, the action is back underway already. Corner number 3 coming up. Szoboszlai with the short one. And the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Mohamed Salah has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
And it's Wirtz. And here's Mohamed Salah. Now it's Solanke. Now it's Simons. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro. Shot at goal! McAllister. Now it's Gakpo. Now it's Mohamed Salah.
Look, this is so frustrating, passing without any end product.
Chance for a shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Spence. That's a good run he's making there. Gallagher. Now it's Solanke. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Wirtz. Nice looking ball. Vicario breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And that pass just didn't quite work. Now it's Mohamed Salah. It's a searching pass. And it's made its way to him.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me.
Extra time reaches half-time.
Hello everybody, and this is a quick
So
reminder
penalties
to let you
loom
know
ever
you'll be able to
closer.
catch today's
Is there
match
anyone who
broadcast
concedes
live
the
on
day
your
in the
FM
next
station.
15 minutes? And so the last chance to find a winner. Here we go then for the last time. The score still 0-0. And here's Solanke. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Bissouma. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Decent chance! And he's really put himself on the line here. They're up to 5 corners now. They've played it short. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Soboslai. Big chance! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Spence. Here's Bissouma. And it's Simons. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking.
When you're struggling for numbers, you try to create that defensive compactness and conserve energy, but fatigue begins to play a much bigger role, and it may well yet make all the difference here.
Aimed beyond the defence. Soboslai receives it in a good position here. Out to the right. Frimpong stood his ground strongly.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try it.
Gomez with the foul. Referee has gone straight to his pocket. Yes, a second yellow, and he's off. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Well, they are now a 9-man team. Bissouma, Gallagher. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Good ball, good take. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Kerkez. Spread out to the left. Now it's Wirtz. And that interception. And that will be the final act. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
Well, that's it from us. Thanks very much, Jim. It's a very good day to you from both of us.
This is a lost children's announcement. With the father of a boy in the green backpack, kindly contact a nearby member of staff.
So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon. The sun beaming down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
It is sizzling beautifully here, and of course, as always, it is overlooked by the grand murals of the great man who lends this venue his name. We are always here in the presence of true magnificence. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement.
Gakpo! It's hit the crossbar. Bissouma shot a goal! Had a swing, but it wasn't to be.
Well, that was inventive and speculative, but the thought process was a little slicker than the attempt.
And it's McAllister. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Done so. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. So changes already, that is a bit of a surprise.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Number 17,
Romero.
Jones.
And it's Bissouma. Spence. Now Van de Ven. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Yellow or red? It is red. Liverpool are now forced to play the bulk of the game a man short. Quarter of an hour played. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Gakpo looking to penetrate. Gakpo! And it's a goal!
After 17 minutes is number 18, Gakpo.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Pedro Porro. Odobert. Pedro Porro. Can he get it through? Now it's Wirtz. Pass is just off target. Gakpo! Just off target.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Tries to play it through. Wirtz. And the shot!
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Real chance!
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
And the counter is on. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. That is a great pick out. Showing good feet. Liverpool takes a shot. Lacking in accuracy.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Bissouma. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Xavi Simons showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Stood up well to him there. Oh no, what has happened here? He's had it taken off him. Mohamed Salah. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Mohamed Salah has crossed into the middle, and the goalkeeper's got... goes for a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
And he's quick to get it clear again. Bissouma. Odobert. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Romero. And it's Simons. Picked out brilliantly. Looking for the run. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Jones. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Chips it through. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
1 minute added time.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Odobert.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
And the first half is done. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
From the two sides.
Some first half thoughts?
Well, I think we're seeing a very good example of what to do when you're a man light. Some of the covering play has been hugely impressive, and that owes a lot to focus and discipline, which have been top-notch, of course, since the sending off.
Liverpool having to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
He was under real pressure there. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Gravenberg. Now, can they get him away? Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Odobert, and he's away. Nicely spread. Odobert. Great chance! Jones. Szoboszlai. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Now that looks a decent ball. That ball looks a good one. That's the keeper's ball. Pedro Porro. Mohamed Salah being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, he's seen an awful lot of the ball, and he's done some very good things with it. Until now, perhaps. He could well be stopped from here.
That has not gone well. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's Mohamed Salah. Liverpool disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. It's Bissouma. Aimed beyond the defence. Simons. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He's looking wide. Oh, important interception.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Liverpool with the corner, they're first. Mohamed Salah plays it short. Mohamed Salah. Now a sudden chance to counter. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Oh, well measured. Kerkez did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Szoboszlai. Liverpool perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
And he's heaved it away. Jones. He's gone for goal! Oh, a very decent attempt. Spence. Solanke is onto this. Shot could be on. Xavi Simons ploughing through. Big header! And the lead stays intact, just.
He really didn't cover himself in any glory. His finishing let him down when he needed it most.
Szoboszlai. And it's Kerkez. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
For Szoboszlai. Jones. Has a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, what has happened here? Good ball, good take. He's going for goal! Oh, it's come loose. He slings it in.
This is a show of real intent to add another goal to their lead. No hesitation whatsoever.
And the shot! He should have put that one away.
Jones really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
Bissouma, the final 5 minutes. Now it's Solanke, now it's Odobert. He's away! Pedro Porro, looking to play him in.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Nice interception, well timed. Liverpool close now to seeing this one through to the end.
Added time.
Not too much to add on here, just a minute. Jones. And that is that. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the...